Welcome to a very special edition of In the Weeds with Ikard and Lehman, presented by Riverwind Casino. Riverwind is Oklahoma City's premier casino experience, and there are so many reasons why Riverwind is consistently voted OKC's #1 casino, but it all starts with their amazing variety of gaming thrills and excitement. Riverwind's beautiful, award-winning environment plays host to more than 2,800 of the latest electronic games with a huge selection of table games, including blackjack match roulette, and Teddy's favorite, craps. No matter what your game, Riverwind has it in spades and hearts. And to learn more about their gaming promotions and entertainment options, all you got to do is visit riverwind.com. Riverwind Casino, always a good time. What, you thought we were going to bring on a Longhorn for the In the Weeds preview for this game? Come on, no chance. Dusty Dvoracek, ball knower, Sooner legend. Let's get it, buddy. Glad
What's
you're
up,
here.
boys? So you
Big
Texas
week.
week. How about
Big
that?
week. Who
Big.
would have thought at the
What a
beginning
great
of the
week.
year to say one team would be unranked and the other team would be in the top 10? Probably wouldn't have viewed it this way.
Nope. But you know what? I like it. I like
Great
it a lot.
year.
But having said that, you guys know it's going to be a war. I mean, you know this is going to be a battle. Like, take the rankings out, take the records out. I mean, I believe the boys out west, they have the Horns a short favorite. Is that correct? I believe that's what's going on right now. So I think it's great though. What an awesome start to the season for Oklahoma. And I'm fired up for this game. I will be jealous. I will be in Tallahassee. The good news about this week, my game will end at 2:30, and right before the this game kicks off, and I don't have to fly out till 7 o'clock from Tallahassee. So I will get to set up in the airport, and I will get a chance to watch the entirety of this game, and I cannot wait for that. Should be as we all three know, there's nothing like this game in Dallas, Texas, boys. Nothing like it. And you know, 3 years ago, they got after us pretty good. Got some payback 2 years ago. Last year, they got after us pretty good. I'm sure there's a lot of folks on that coaching staff and on that roster that would like some payback. So let's get it on, baby.
Boys, we got 12 plays. Let's get going.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Here we go. So, Dusty, the point of this video is kind of keys to victory for OU against Texas, and the things that we're watching for, situations. In this first play, Texas has not run the football efficiently this year. When you look at some of the analytics, rush efficiency, they're 45th in the country. Yards per rush, if you take out sack yardage, they're 80th in the country. Yards per successful rush, they're 93rd in the country. They have not run the ball well. Now, traditionally, Sarkisian is a guy that wants to run the football, and their two bread and butter plays are this GY counter that we're about to watch and split zone. I mean, those are the foundational plays for their run game. And the last thing you can do if you're Oklahoma's defense is let their run game get going. And you can't allow them to have successful holes like that right there. That can't happen in this game. And OU's defense has been incredible against the run this season, but you got to shut this down to where Sark gets away from it, just like he did in the Florida game.
No doubt. They have been incredible. I'll ask you, Ted, just from an alignment, I don't love how Ohio State's aligned to this. They're out gapped from Jump Street, right? I mean, that's what I see.
Yeah. And well, they got to get, I don't know if they're in man right here, but they got a bunch of bodies over on this side that are lined up right here. And that means you got to get a bunch of guys over on this side whenever that ball gets rolling. And that does not happen here. They got a bunch of guys cut off.
Well, and they got a pressure on. It might be a run blitz, but he's going to hit right here in the A gap.
Oh, we got Dusty drawn, baby. Let's go.
I get to draw. I feel like I'm in the booth right now. So he's going to come and he's going to attack the A gap. I just think that from the way they're aligned and what they have called, Sark could not have called a better play. Now, this defensive end, I think he does a pretty good job. Go back for me, Gabe. I think he does a good job. He's going to keep his outside arm free. He's going to hammer this pulling guard, right? It can be a big collision here. I'd like to see him be even a little thicker on it, personally. I'd like to see an even bigger collision just because we want to squeeze that space. So when this collision happens here with this defensive end, again, he's in good position, but the more he can squeeze that, the tighter that run lane becomes. And I just think you like that even more. This, I think 88, I think the tight end, he does a really nice job coming around and sealing that off with the back row over the top. I really don't think Ohio State has enough hats to the party on this one because, they fit it up with what they have pretty well. I also just think Texas, they can get a hat on a hat over there with that puller. My gut would be we would be aligned a little bit better than what Ohio State is here to take on this counter.
I'm with you.
They got to get more bodies. This guy needs to turn that back, and this guy needs to get over the top and fit right inside, but we're out to lunch.
Just can't let it happen. Got to get aligned. Got to shut down the run game. 2 bread and butter runs for Texas. The GY counter play or some variation of that counter, and then split zone. They have a lot of different variations of split zones, little wrinkles they do off of it, but those are their 2 go-to plays. And over the years, they've run them really well, boys, but they haven't run it particularly well this season.
Well, one more quick thing on this one. These, whenever they're doing this gap scheme stuff, these back blocks in here, our D-line has gotten really good at playing those, clubbing them by and, making yourself available for the run. David Stone's gotten really good at that. Jay Jackson, plus all those interior run stunts that we have.
100%. Another thing that they do, the run stunts is what I see a lot of. Those 2 interior guys, we're about to look at some pass blocking stuff, tons and knots inside. We would particularly run those, Ted, just as pass rush games. They do a lot of it as run games. So they're going to switch gaps, these D tackles inside. And if you can fit over the top and be an extra hitter, it's going to help out a lot in a situation like this. So I totally agree with that. One thing, Gabe, that I think is interesting, when Sark first came to Texas, they were heavy on the outside zone.
Yeah.
He's evolved. He's changed. To your point, he's gotten more into the gap scheme, the GY counter, and to the split zone, but it was more of an outside zone that was kind of his bread and butter initially. But it's been interesting to see kind of the evolution of his run concepts.
Bijan Robinson, you get it.
Yeah.
pretty good.
Hand that guy outside zone all day, baby.
Yeah.
He's pretty good at it. All right. There is a theme of the next 3 plays that we are going to look at for Texas. And it just is what it is, boys. The Texas Longhorns have a left guard problem. It is a glaring weakness of their offensive line. They've played 3 different guys at left guard. Connor Stroh, number 79. They've played a freshman, Nick Brooks, number 71. And they've played Nito Imiozulu, but he's just kind of disappeared. I'm not entirely sure where he went. We didn't see him against Florida. But all 3 guys that they've played have been an issue. I mean, there's just no other way to say it. You see this situation, 3rd and 9. I like Sark being aggressive here. You're down 19-7 right before the half. Okay, let's spread them out. Let's try to make something happen. But left guard, beat.
Go back for me, Gabe. Go back for me. See, and it's funny because I love to get to me, 79's a leaner. Watch him out of his stance. I don't know how slow you could take this. Watch him lean. Watch as he gets off. Watch him now. Just look at that. Stop it right there. Look at
Hips back. That is not.
That's not what you want. That's not what you want, Gabe.
That is not a powerful position.
It's not. He's not in a good shape whatsoever, which is why you're going to see this Florida defensive tackle. He's going to beat him inside. He's kind of thick, almost in a G, and he's just going to win quick inside. But if he's leaning like that, he's got problems. I think especially against these Oklahoma pass rushers, the D tackles have been so good. I'm with you on David Stone, Ted. I like what he's been doing with his hands. But like when I see this, this is where to me, especially with those ton games they run, if you got a 3 on that left guard and he's going to work inside, when you're leaning like that, it's going to be very conducive to you staying thick on that. He's leaning like that. He's going to lean heavy. See how he's leaning on him? Now you can have another tackle wrap around, and you may even be able to win as a penetrator initially, but then you've got a looper, which I think can help some of what we're going to continue to look at when you talk about Manning loving to escape from that B gap. That's kind of your one fear when you come inside and try to beat the guard. Do you create too much space, there in that B gap between that C gap rusher, your DN, and now it's going to become an A gap rusher with your defensive tackle. But I totally agree. That left guard position, I will be surprised if we don't see this Oklahoma front try to attack it over and over and over.
Ted, and this is typically in this situation, center's working to the field, right? He's working to this Mike backer here. Like the protection, if you're on the left hash, more times than not, depending on the formation, college teams are going to work to the field. Now, there are some jet protection teams where you're into the boundary and you're working to the will, but most teams are working to the field. If you know that and you get in these situations, I'm either taking David Stone or Grayson Halton, and I'm lining them up over that left guard, and I'm saying, hey, buddy, we don't need the twist games. Go win.
Yep.
Because I don't think they can block them. I don't think the left guards that Texas have can consistently block those two guys in pass rushing situations. I don't think they can. That's not what I've seen on tape, at least.
I agree. And you go back to what we talked about on that first run, 3rd and 9, backed up. This is what you want. Quarter, half here, big umbrella defense and force it underneath. And if you can win up front with these guys, that's the goal. I mean, right? This is where you want to be. Whenever they're in tough spots, you can let those guys rush up front, play zone. You don't have to worry as much about Arch pulling the ball down and running whenever you got your backs to the ball. This is where you want to be against Texas.
And I know Arch gets a lot of criticism, and he's made some poor decisions with the football throughout the season, but there's only so much you can do when it collapses like that on you, guys. Right. I mean, there's not much. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Throw it in half a second? I mean, 79 is beat so quickly. Arch Manning didn't even have time to acknowledge that he's being sacked. Like, he doesn't even protect himself. He just gets slung to the ground because he's like, wait, why is this guy here so quickly?
Yeah, they got vertical routes because it's 3rd and long, so he doesn't have a back that's just checking down right here that he can dump it to.
No.
The problem with empty, which, I mean, you can route a check down in empty, but it becomes a little bit more difficult.
No doubt about it.
Inside rush, though. 33. Nice. And it was a theme all day. With 6 sacks in this game, Florida was able to get on Texas, Gabe.
Let's move on to our next play, because he got sacked 6 times. He should have gotten sacked 12. I mean, here's the theme. Left guard problem for the Texas Longhorns. 79 struggled. Connor Stroh struggled. So we've made the move now to true freshman Nick Brooks. Let's see what he's got. Let's see how he can handle the pressure of the swamp and everything that's going on in this game. And oh no.
Oof. Zone pressure coming.
Oh yeah. No.
So now a little bit different than what we just saw, Gabe, because so now you have him here, right? You got this true freshman here. He's just looking at him. He's like, oh man, I got this guy. Well, the picture's about to change. We're going to drop our DN now. And if you notice, 94 is kind of getting, you see how tight 94 is? I'm seeing that early on. He's coming here. So now he's coming inside, and you're going to bring pressure off the edge, right? So it's a completely different look, and one that a true freshman isn't ready for. It's only a 4-man rush. You're not bringing added pressure, just a zone blitz, but you see what that change of the picture at the snap, what that can do to a young, inexperienced offensive lineman.
No doubt about that. But if I was a Texas fan, which I'm clearly not, this would be extremely worrisome to me, because we're working to this guy. Once again, we're on the right hash. We're taking it to the field to the Mike backer. That's our guy. So like his eyes should be outside on that guy. He should probably drag hand on this D tackle right here, because he looks like he's in a G. Dusty, but center's coming with me.
Mm-hmm.
And just he completely. This is nothing more than he sets and just doesn't have the foot speed or change of direction to adjust. Like he looks like he's got cinder blocks on his feet.
Well, you have, I mean, I believe that is Sapp, who is very good.
I'm not saying it. Yes, 94
right.
can play, but
right.
does not look good at left guard once again.
But you know what? Oklahoma's got several guys that can do this, right? I mean, the way our Mason Thomas is playing right now, he's on a different level. I think Taylor Wine is playing ridiculous right now, guys.
That's a great point, Dusty. What happens if you, in some of these situations, if you know left guard's weakness, you kick 44, you kick Taylor Wine inside, and you say, hey, man, go rush.
I think he's big enough. I think he's long enough. I mean, not like you need the help. I think everybody's doing a good job of rushing the passer right now, but if you wanted to, I think you could. To your point, Gabe, as he oversets, he's kicking out to the left. He can't recover. I think it's a really nice move. All it is simple up and under and a good swipe of the hands. 94 does a really good job catching that. You know, he tries to get him with the right hand just to get a piece. Doesn't even get a piece. That's textbook. Now, here's the problem, though, okay? Winning inside's great, but you cannot allow this to happen because as great as we're talking and as bad as the left guard is, when you don't get the quarterback down, this is a great play by Arch Manning. Continuing to fight through the contact. Keep your eyes down the
touchdown
field.
On this play, by the way.
And Ted, he makes a big play. This is why when you get a chance to get a quarterback on the ground, you got to take advantage and get him on the ground.
Yep.
Touchdown.
Make you pay on the back end. Safety. All right. There it's 3 under 3 or 4 under 3 deep. And I've seen this a lot with Texas on the backside. They're just manning this guy. Now, typically he's a deep third player. You'll see this safety is going to work to the middle. Here's your down replace guy, deep third here. And he's not trusting that enough. He needs to get off of this hash and get his butt to the middle of the field. And you see him coming in way late there. He's on the goal line whenever the guy's catching the ball in the back of the end zone.
This is why when I see some OU fans being like Arch Manning is trash, I just disagree.
Not trash. He's playing inconsistent, Gabe, but he's not trash. And he's got the ability to make plays.
He's got physical tools. Yep. He's made some really good plays, and his elusiveness and strength is the only reason that he didn't get sacked. I'm not kidding. Like 12 times in this game.
Yep.
He got out of trouble. I mean, a lot. And this gave them life in this game. Him avoiding Sapp, who comes nearly untouched with the inside move, and then delivering this ball, a perfect ball to Ryan Wingo, who can absolutely go.
Will you show that backside? Should we show the next look? I think it's the same play.
Oh, yeah,
from
the end zone
angle. It gives a better. That way, Ted can talk about this coverage. I think it gives you a much better look at.
Oh, is he going into the hedges? Oh no!
Easy, careful.
Hey, we need more awareness. This cameraman, he knows, a veteran. This guy takes it straight in the chin. Watch this.
You got to avoid.
Watch this. We've got one guy sidestepping and one takes.
Bro, that's a butt cheek right to the face.
Oh,
man.
I'm telling you, if I'm Wingo, I'm doing a cannonball right into this hedge to try and take the hedge out and leave my mark on this field.
Ooh. What is this person scared about? What you think gonna go through the hedge and
He's
get
worried
you?
about the hedge.
Hey, I guess it's better to have a hedge here than a brick wall.
Oh wow.
Hey, by the way, do we have any update? Is Keontez Lewis any update?
I think he's considering the car crash. I think he's doing pretty well, but I don't know. Hopefully we hear from Venables tonight about it.
That was so scary, man. I didn't get a chance to watch the game live, and after my game, I had somebody on my crew say, "Is the player from Oklahoma okay?" And I said, "What? What are you talking about?" And he showed me the video, and it scared the hell out of me.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was told
he's in stable condition, and thank goodness. But man,
I was told by someone that saw him on Sunday that he was up walking, laughing, joking,
Great.
in good spirits.
That's great. That's fantastic.
I don't think I'm out of line sharing that. I was absolutely thrilled to hear that news.
When you watch the coach's copy, it cuts off before he actually hits the wall.
Yeah. You film guys were like, yeah, no. We're cutting it off here.
That was boy, that was scary.
Thumbs down from Wingo. Thumbs down.
Hey, by the way, he's a problem, as we know.
Can't let him make this type of play.
Speed, size, can make plays. Here you go, Ted. Here's your coverage.
Yep. This guy needs to get to the middle of the field. You got trips over there. That ain't good enough. You got to get over there. And, I mean, Arch gives him a little bit of a glance, but not enough to – I mean, he hadn't even you got to trust what you see whenever the quarterback reaches the end of his drop, not what he's doing as he's going back. Once his feet get set, then we can move on some eyes. And as soon as his feet set, boom, he's coming over here. And it's tough, whenever you got a 3-deep concept, when you start sending verticals down the middle here, it could be tough. That's how you stress that middle safety.
It does appear that Brooks at left guard did actually get a hand on him at least.
A little bit.
Doesn't change his path at all, but I think he did touch him. So that's good.
But the footwork, watch the footwork of 71. I mean,
he looks like a tackle playing guard to me.
That's what it looks like a tackle set. That's a very odd set from a left guard.
You see how his legs are locked out here?
Yeah. You want bend. You want bend. He's very upright. He's young, right? I mean, the kid he's a young guy and he's put in a tough spot, like you said earlier. Swamp. Big situation, crowd's going crazy. It's a great play by Arch Manning, man. Yeah. To avoid that, to feel that, to move to his left and make a big throw down the field. Just a dot.
Ooh, good throw. Yeah. All right, this next one, it continues. Left guard, problem. Man. 33 had himself a day, boys.
This is just power, right? This is just power rush. I mean, he's thick, he's heavy, he's a G, he's basically head up. Watch him engage, just a bull, and he's going to rip off. Bull, quick rip. This is day one defensive line drills. I can assure you, Coach Bates, they work this over and over and over. And watch 33. What I love about 33, he's going to initiate the contact. Boom. His hands. Where's his hands? His hands
right
are where?
In his
inside.
Chest.
Right in his chest. Inside. He's got complete control. Boom, we're going to get a nice rip. I've got control of you. Now I'm going to throw, right? Just a nice, or we're going to get a bull, and now we're going to use your weight against you, throw and rip off, and he get into the quarterback.
Right? As soon as he tries to sit down and dig into that bull rush, he uses momentum.
100%, Ted. The moment he feels the power, and this is just smart. I mean, and I watch our defensive tackles do this all day. The moment he's going to try to anchor, he's going to try to sink those hips. He's going to try to sit back a little bit. And now just work against him. Pull forward, rip off. But again, second straight play, got to get him to the ground, guys. Like if you win like this, and this is where Arch is good, man. He feels this pressure. He's going to climb right now. He feels that pressure, works away from it. And now all of a sudden we got a big void here along the front. The opposite D tackle is trying to work over, can't get there. Defensive ends up the field. And second straight time, it should be a sack, a negative play. Arch Manning's making a big play out of it.
He takes the left guard, getting beat again, and this is a 36-yard run. It's the longest run of the game for him.
Yeah, run it back to that finish formation, and you'll see this a lot. I mean, this is what happens. Looks like two-man to me. Two high safeties, man underneath. Right, we got a back and a tight end tight right here. So these two guys are passing off. Right, you take the outside guy, I take the inside release, and we all know you get two-man. This guy's going to be chasing. Everyone's going to be chasing their man down the field. Quarterback spins out of a play, and guess what? Ain't nobody home.
Trouble, Ted Rowe.
That's right.
Wingo gets a little piece there. Sometimes that's all you need. Just a hand, right? Little piece.
It helps to have a 80-inch reach.
Yeah, look at how long his arm is. God, he's a good player. You cannot let him go off. He's a good player. But this is, once again, Arch's ability to avoid some of the chaos that he got that surrounded him in the pocket in this game was impressive to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can see here, like, this is a big run in this game and gave him a little life there in the fourth quarter. That's a 36-yarder. Like, that's a big, big play in this game. So the hope is they continue to attack this left guard issue. Once again, it's not complicated, guys. We're 3-by-1 trips into the boundary, right? Where do we think the offensive line is going to work? Because this is what college football teams do.
Let's work to the trips.
No, let's work to the field.
Work to the field.
Let's get the left guard. I don't know why. I'm just telling you. You see it. You see it Saturday after Saturday after Saturday.
He's working the field immediately.
Yeah. And once again, if you know that they set their protection a lot to the field and your weakness is left guard, if they're on that left hash, I am lining up David Stone and Grayson Halton in these past situations and saying, boys,
let's go.
Go win your one-on-one.
Yeah.
It shows up time and time again from them on tape. They like to send their protection to the field. Now they do some slide protection stuff, and I think Sark will get to quite a bit of that because I think he knows that they can't just straight up block us one-on-one.
I think there's going to be some 6 and 7-man protections at times too.
I think you're right.
I think they're going to try to help them.
But this is what kills you though. You get a great win. You got guys covered on the back end, and it turns into it's 2nd and 20.
Yeah.
And it turns into an explosive first down. They're rolling down the field now. Like, you just can't have breakdowns like that.
Look at the size of this gator.
Ted yelling at me. Now I'm a D tackle. I just missed. I got Teddy Lehman yelling at me. Why aren't you sacking this guy? What are you doing?
Mad. What are you doing?
Truth be told, I'll be too tired to yell. Maybe when we get over to the sideline, but right here, I'm just trying to get my breath after chasing the damn quarterback all over the field.
So,
we got a big gator
quick.
right here.
It's a big gator.
That's a big gator.
They got some big D linemen. Banks is a monster. We go back one more time for me.
Yes, sir.
I mentioned this earlier, and I don't think you have to do it. But my one thing that I like to just freeze it right there. One thing that Oklahoma does so well, man, and they do it. Todd Bates deserves a ton of credit. They work their inside game so well. And I don't even, to me, you may win one-on-one, but we just saw what happened there. If they wanted to work like right now, he's going to come here immediately, okay? He's going to work hard. I think with a young guard, he's going to try to stay on him, right? So now we're going to work here. And as he comes up, what I like about the wrap is it actually can set up it can close down some of those run lanes a little bit that we're seeing because instead of getting now, because we're going to see from 33, he's going to bull and now he's going to get wide, right? When he rips, he's going to get wide and we don't have anything from this other 3 technique. He tries to tease the A gap, but he gets hung up. I don't know. I would just, and we're going to see it.
Hey, I'm with Dusty, and I say this on here a lot. Like, people will recognize this. If as a linebacker on my headset, I get a 2-man call from the sideline, I'm alerting these guys right here.
Yes.
Whether it's yellow for caution, slow your rush down, we got to keep him in the pocket, or if tag it with a game or something, we cannot allow the quarterback to break, contain, and run.
I like your idea, Dusty, and I actually think I've been saying, hey, put Halton and Stone over whoever they play at left guard because we know it's a weakness. But if you get David Stone the way that he's been penetrating lately, and you say, hey, man, line up over that left guard and go and try to ear hole that center.
100%. That's the aiming point.
And then you have Halton,
yes,
doing his little dance, right? And then coming around as the looper.
He's a late wrap.
71, if it's 71 or 79, we've seen now they do not have good foot speed.
Right.
So they would have to power that initial rush down, right? Because remember, they're big on big into the boundary here. That is like the left guard's guy is this defensive tackle. If he makes a hard inside move, he's got a post or power down or whatever term you want to use. Like, that's still your guy. Then this center remember, they're targeting this guy right here. So you've got center, right guard, right tackle for these two defensive linemen and this backer, or maybe they go that backer plus one, depending on how they kind of do things. But that would force this left guard to power it down and then bump off and come off on a guy like Grayson Halton on the loop game, which I like our odds on that as well.
He's really good at that too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I think he's really good moving laterally, staying square. And the other thing too, like Arch is going to feel, because what it's going to look like initially is that B gap's going to open up, right, Ted? And you're almost going to invite him to come there right at about the time you've got a potential looper coming from the other side. So I watch them do it every week. They're really good at it. It's going to be a part of this. I'll just be intrigued to see when they decide to initiate it. And look, I think Oklahoma is going to have a chance to succeed playing straight up, running games. They also run, I watched last week. I thought our Mason was excellent. He kind of came inside early. It was more of an exit game. In first, tackle was the looper on that, and he just won quickly coming inside. But the key is exactly what Ted said, especially if you're in man-to-man situation, you've got to do a good job collectively, whatever it is, not allowing this to happen, because you are really exposed on the back end when you got a bunch of guys in man-to-man coverage.
Look at this little maneuver.
You see that little hesitation?
Little skip.
Better get out of bounds. Missed opportunity there by that Florida DB to get a shot on him.
Ted, you were circling the time.
Oh, no, I was just saying 2nd 20 with what Dusty was talking about. I mean,
be smart.
Be smart.
All right, last play. Breaking down Texas offense against Oklahoma's defense for this game. This is just to point out when protection is good, when Arch Manning has time, he can make throws. So the goal is don't allow him to be comfortable. It's been proven, Dusty, when he is uncomfortable, he will throw the other team the football.
No doubt. As do a lot of quarterbacks. I like this concept too, by the way. It's a mesh concept. They don't even throw the mesh. It's man-to-man from Florida. They sort out this stack. I think they do a pretty decent job, but it's a good, clean pocket, and he delivers a strike. I actually was surprised. I thought he was going to go right here, boys. I don't know what you thought, because they get exactly what they want, man-to-man. I thought he was going to throw it right here at the sticks to his tight end. He decides to throw more of a deeper level throw, and he throws a perfect ball. But I actually thought he had options. He had choices, because they get to rub exactly what they want in this mesh concept and man-to-man. And I think the tight end comes open right at the numbers, and he's going to get an easy first down. But Arch has got more on his mind here as he takes that second level throw.
Yeah. It looks just like 92. Like you typically see this guy come up here and run that boom right behind those crossers in this area of the field. And they change it up and run a 2-level out here on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And you see those running or those defensive backs where, you're supposed to wall that, but they're thinking he's going to run an inside move there once they get those crossers, and they make them pay. Beautiful ball.
Just to you, Ted, like watch 25, go back to Ted's point. Watch how 25 opens. He's expecting more of like a curl. Watch his hips. Watch where he opens. See where he's going, and then they run more of like a corner route, and it is a great ball. Good timing, good ball, good concept.
He can make throws. When he's got time and he's comfortable, he can make throws. One thing, good adjustment here by Texas. We've got a left guard problem. We all know it, right? Send the center to the left guard. Give him some help.
I'd be surprised if we don't see a lot of that.
Yeah, and hey, you've got DJ Campbell, who's played a ton of ball for them at right guard.
Like, trust him. He doesn't need the help.
Tell the right side, boys, it is what it is. You're on an island.
Right.
Go get it done. We need it. We got to help the left guard. It's a good adjustment, right? They've been sending a lot of stuff to the field. Good adjustment. Let's give that guy some help. See, 71 doesn't even have to block anyone here. Good. That eliminates your problem. Good throw. All right, let's look at some plays, some of these situations for OU's offense against a very good Texas defense. But first,
it's football time in Oklahoma, and you need beef built like our guys on the field, premium, powerful, and ready to perform. That's Didier Ranch. They're a family ranch right here in Oklahoma, raising and shipping their own beef nationwide. Steaks, steak burgers, premium ground beef, and they hand deliver next day to the Oklahoma City metro and surrounding areas. Norman, Moore, Edmond, Yukon, right from their ranch to your doorstep, faster than the Sooner Schooner after a touchdown drive. Premium beef delivered. Visit DidierRanch.com and taste the luxury of tradition.
Getting thirsty breaking down this film? Are you tired of boring water? Are your electrolyte packets too salty or full of sugar? We've all been there. That's why we'd like to introduce y'all to Trevi. Trevi is Oklahoma's hydration company that's full of flavor and electrolytes to keep you hydrated throughout the day. Whether you're tackling a wide receiver, that lingering house project, or your daily workout, you need to be hydrated. With Trevi's flavor-filled formula, you don't have to sacrifice taste for functional performance, and Trevi is giving In the Weeds viewers a 20% discount on y'all's first order when you use the code GameDayHydration at drinktrevi.com. Trevi Hydration, a fountain of flavor. Shaner and Franklin's attorneys know a thing or two about drilling, whether it's drilling running backs on the field or drilling wells in the patch. As former collegiate athletes, Shaner and Franklin bring the same discipline and grit to oil and gas law. The Franklin in Shaner and Franklin is Daniel Franklin, my teammate for 4 years at OU. D. Frank's an awesome dude, super smart. From title work to transactions, they hit hard, play smart, and don't quit until the job's done. So when the deal gets tangled in the weeds, trust Shaner and Franklin to do whatever it takes to get you in the end zone. Contact Shaner and Franklin for all of your oil and gas legal needs. All right, looking at OU's offense against this Texas defense. Now, these first three plays, there's a theme, and it's what I believe should be OU's number one formation in this game. Texas lines up to 3-by-1 in a very interesting way. And I think we'll see a lot of this from Oklahoma in this game because for two main reasons. Number one, we've been best offensively spreading teams out. We just have. And number two, boys, when you go 3-by-1 with your trips to the field, guess who's standing right here outside of the core?
A guy Hill, you'd like to
Anthony
keep
Hill?
out.
That's Anthony Hill Jr.
Anthony Hill Jr. Yeah.
Their best
He's
player.
A hell of a player.
And if you line up in 3-by-1 and you put the trips to the field, he's out of the core. So I would line up 3-by-1 with trips to the field a whole lot.
Yeah. If it's going to pull him out. Hey, did you, I don't remember exactly. What was it last year, a couple of years ago? Did you poke the horn?
I did.
You poked the horn. Yeah.
I did. And then he played a great game.
It was last year. Yeah.
He's a really good player.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. But I think if you can line up in 3-by-1 and get him out of the court.
I like him better removed.
I like him better removed from the action if you could do that.
Yeah.
And you see, Ohio State does not target this run properly. Because remember, Anthony Hill is out of the core. If you're running the ball, he's not in your count. So you see Ohio State motions this tight end. That's number 3 real quick. They motion him back into the core, right?
Yep.
Look at where Anthony Hill is still standing.
He doesn't really bump in. The safety triggers down, but Anthony Hill doesn't necessarily bump in. We're just going to get a counter action, pull backside guard, going to bring this tight end over, similar to what we saw earlier. And I really think guy who makes this play, and he's a really good linebacker, LaFau, 18. You're going to see him come downhill. Ted's going to like this. He's a good
right
player.
Guard, right tackle for Ohio State. You're double teaming to this guy because, hey, it's GY counter. We're leaving 2 for the pullers. 1, 2. Yep. You're not double teaming to Anthony Hill because he's out of the core. They double teamed to Anthony Hill, and LaFau is there to make the play. He runs untouched and goes and makes the play.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what this tackle is doing. This tackle is like he wasn't even paying attention to Lafau, who's coming downhill. I'm not sure how the miscommunication happens there, but that's a hell of a play. You talk about seeing it and attacking it. That's exactly what he does here.
It's a great play, but he's unblocked.
Right.
Yep.
You got to know who you're targeting. You have to know formation and situation. 3-by-1 with what Texas has shown up to this point. Anthony Hill is removed from the core. It's not 100% of the time, but it's the vast majority of the time. And they bring Jelani McDonald, one of their safeties, and basically make him play inside backer into the boundary. That's how they've done it. So if I know I'm going to get that, if I can get a 6-man box with one of the guys being a safety playing inside backer, sign me up, boys.
Yep. And you can, like, this is the perfect alignment for it to where you can get a crack replace and put it all the way out here on this guy.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ted, you know what? Sometimes, because I sent you the clips, I know you don't look at them, and that's why I love you. You like it to be fresh, and I appreciate you. But let's plays you can get from this. Clearly, the counter into the boundary. If you want to run split zone, right? You target this guy. This is your front side backer, Lafau. Your backside combination is going to this guy as he flows over. You're split zone. You're blocking that in man on the line of scrimmage. No one is blocking this guy. He's not in your count. He's not in your count. So you have to know formation and situation. And let's get to the next one because Ted, it's as if you read my mind. Nice play. Bad targeting from Ohio State on that play. Not targeting. You guys know what I mean. But here we go. Once again, what's the formation?
Trips
to the field.
Now we don't. Anthony Hill Jr. is not in the game here. I think that's Trey Moore they've got playing that spot,
which has been surprising to me that they played him so much at inside backer. Very interesting.
Totally agree.
Like a Harold Perkins situation there. Like he probably realizes.
Really figure out. Yeah, I just think he's best as a rusher, but yeah,
played pretty. He played a little inside backer late against Florida when they went to kind of a 4-3 look against their 12 personnel stuff. But a lot of that, like he's best on the edge. He's physical. He's a good pass rusher. But they're playing him several series a game at inside backer. I don't really know why. If you're going to get Trey Moore out here in space to the 3-by-1, let's maybe see how he can cover, see how he is in those zone drops. Just test it a little bit. That's all I'm saying. But here we go. Same thing. Trips to the field. It removes the backer, who this would normally be Anthony Hill Jr. It's Trey Moore in this one. But it removes him from the core. And what do the UTEP Miners do? They run it straight to the boundary, right at Jelani McDonald, who
put it on the corner, baby.
Gets cracked by the wide receiver, as Ted just suggested.
Your outside zone will crack.
And you're one-on-one with the corner. But it gets even better, boys. We've got an offensive line here that knows what they're doing.
They do.
We're running this wide zone.
How about this tackle getting off to the corner? How good is this, Gabe?
We're running this wide zone. We're targeting 4, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're targeting 4. We're going front side. Don't pay attention to the
guys.
Don't pay attention to the right guard. He doesn't know what he's doing. But we're targeting 4, right? Because he's the front side backer in this open side outside zone play that we're running. That's our guy, right? We understand 4 is down. He's a safety, but he's the front side backer in this play that we're running. And we work to him. Hey, wide receiver blocks him. What do? We go and take the wide receiver's guy, and we block the corner.
Love that. That's good by that tackle.
Look at this
so
guy
good.
getting out. Look at 60.
It's going.
Yeah, 60's wrong. He should be blocking the backside backer. Hey. He's looking at the wrong guy, but the effort's there. You can't deny it.
When in doubt, just play hard.
Yeah.
Just go find someone.
Just find work. Draw it up. The right guard takes the middle safety at 25 yards.
Yes. Go get Michael Taff as he's trying to make a touchdown saving tackle. Go get you one, 60. Go get you one. Look at the stride on 60.
He's go, baby. Go.
Oh, hey, get someone. But you know what I'm saying?
Effort,
This
though.
is, hey, if they're going to play, if they're going to play McDonald as an inside backer into the boundary, run it at the guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, run it at the guy. If they're going to remove Anthony Hill Jr., their best player from the core, make him pay for it in the run game. And I know our run game has not been great. I understand that. I'm not saying it's going to be easy because they got a good D line, dude. They're stout in the interior. Great. They're strong and athletic at the edge. But you got to be able to run it at a safety playing inside backer, boys. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you do. Yep.
This is really well executed from UTEP. I mean, look at this. Look at this hole. Saying I'm getting held. Get off the block.
Second quarter, you still, relatively got guys that are playing. I mean, Michael Taft's in the game.
Dude, it's 7-0.
The lineup you see out there for Texas, though.
It's 7-0. Like it.
I know.
We got a ball game.
That's right. Yeah.
Everyone's hyped up. UTEP sideline going crazy. Oh, look at this guy.
Oh, yes.
100% strength coach, right? This guy?
I would think that's right. He's got a good flex on him.
Zero doubt. Looks like we may have some tattoos on that right arm, possibly.
I mean, that's a potential sleeve is what I'm seeing.
That's how I see it as well. But I would bet every dollar to my name that guy's a strength coach. Gotta love it. Okay, one more. I know that I'm really beating this into you, but if you are going to, let's get the ball to the official. No celebration, no first down signal. That's rare these days. Huh.
Business like approach. Oh, wait a second. Can I get one?
Oh, yeah. What do you see? Tell me.
Oh, I see this. Look at this. Wow. I mean, that's special right there, boys.
Old school. And it looks like he took scissors to the front of that jersey.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He
that's
earned
self-gut for sure.
I mean, that's impressive. That's good stuff.
He looks like he's straight out of the 90s with the
Let's
elbow
slow-mo
pads.
Oh, yeah. Look at that bounce.
Jersey.
One more time for the folks at home. Oh, yeah.
That's
good dude.
Oh, that is so good.
That right there was blocking a corner, by the way, early in that play. Just so you know.
If you're going to get corners and safeties into the box, into the run fit,
make them pay.
Make them pay, man. Okay, last one. We all see it, right? We've got trips to the field. We're 3-by-1. Tight ends are 1 right here. This guy. We've got trips to the field. What do? Where is Anthony Hill Jr.? He is out of the core. Who is playing inside backer? McDonald, number 4, a safety. Look at the situation, first and goal from what we're calling it the 4-yard line. Let's take a look at a better view of it. Now you can see, look at how far removed Anthony Hill Jr. is from the core. It's not as significant as the first two, but still, you've got the tight ends here. I mean, you can do all kinds of things running the ball at this guy, but this is not overly complicated from San Jose State here. This is inside zone, little inside zone read. And they run it right at him for a touchdown. Look at McDonald. He's like, what am I doing in here? Why am I here?
Yeah.
Never give him your back, dude. Never good. Don't do that. That's bad. But this is not accustomed to dealing with San Jose State.
He's not accustomed to dealing with right tackles climbing immediately and getting hands on him at the goal line. But to your point, why, if they're going to put him in there, make him pay.
That's,
left defensive tackles, foot slips allows, I think it, that's what allows him to come up so quick. So there's no firm double there, right? He's just kind of checking up to second. And the same thing, like even with 44, he's inside. He's working that B gap immediately. That's what allows that center to climb. So they're able to get to the second level really quickly for San Jose State. Sets this up.
I've showed 3 plays just to say, if you can remove their best player from the action, do it.
Yep. I agree.
Look, Anthony Hill doesn't even get blocked on this play. And he's not a factor. Like, he's removed from the action the way that they line up in 3-by-1. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Touchdown San Jose State. Right up the middle of the Texas defense. How about that?
right up the hash. I mean, just boom.
Touchdown. Okay, moving on to our next play. Ted, you see it?
Yeah.
6 up.
Yeah.
We're going to be in some second and long and third and long in this game, I would assume, with how good Texas is defensively. Kent State had a lot of success with this look right here.
Yep.
All kinds of different twists and picks, right? We saw Jake Michael get picked. Weren't able to just.
They ran a lot of games. I thought they struggled quite a bit with the games.
Oh,
I didn't hear your breakdown, so maybe
you're being kind. You're being kinder than I was.
I'd say left tackle had some issues in this one, and I thought just whether it was true 4-man games or pressures where they were running games, I thought that they had some struggles.
Ted, what's Venables call it? Professional courtesy.
Professional courtesy. Make sure you've cleaned up any issues you've got.
Now here they're dropping the inside backers out. I got a feeling the first time they get in 6 up on Saturday, they're not going to drop out. They're going to make sure professional courtesy that we've ironed that out. But what is tough, look at this twist at the top here. This is something that, as I've studied Texas and their edge players, I think the argument can be made that they are the best in the country at these types of twists. I mean, they are, whether it's Simmons or 91, like they are smooth coming off these things. They executed them a really high level. The guy that's the penetrator has no problem like sacrificing for the other guy, and they come smooth. The only reason this isn't a sack is because the running back just happens to be in the way.
Well, he does a good job stepping up. I mean, this is, I actually think they do. I think they did. That guard's a little firm. Once he gets his shoulders turned, that end, is that Moore up there? I can't tell the numbers. That Trey Moore coming inside?
That's Trey Moore. That's 8 coming in.
Yeah. I mean,
he
you're
just
right.
doesn't commit his right hand. He's in a perfect spot.
That's right. I think 77's initially good. When he takes that right hand there and he turns, I think that's where he gets in trouble. But Jaden Boss stepping up was big on that.
I'm typically not big, right? Because it's a 4-man rush. I'm typically the guy that says, hey, it's a 4-man rush. Running back, get out. We need you in the route concept. It's 3rd and 6. We need you to affect the zone coverage. But in this case, great job, man. You saved a sack. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if part of that too, go back. I wonder if part of that, I don't know what they talked about, but with them hugged up like that, is 13 triggered immediately. I'm staying in. Was that something, a check and protection that Lagway makes right there at the line of scrimmage with those guys hugged up? Like he's telling them, you're staying right here.
One adjustment that I think we could get to, it's something you see a lot in the NFL. I'm not quite sure why you don't see it more in college football. But guys, a lot of times you'll see this running back in this double mug look on Sundays. He'll come up and he'll walk and he'll be right here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Or right here, depending on which way the center's working. I'm not entirely sure why you don't see that more in college football, but it's common in the NFL. Like you see it all the time.
Yep. One thing, will you start this and then I want you to freeze it, and Ted will know exactly what this is. I don't know how much you guys have talked about this. I've seen it a few times. And stop there. So you can actually just a coffee house. I would just say, and not many people know what a coffee house is, but when you start back and that initial, and so it happens quicker. But like if Anthony Hill Jr., if he opened his shoulder like he's going back to being coverage, and then now that offensive lineman takes his eyes off of that man, and then bam, now he comes immediately. I always worry about that a little bit. It was prominent. I know we did a lot in Chicago. I'm sure you guys did it in Detroit or wherever you were, Ted. Yep. Buffalo, Tampa. I've seen it more in college football this year than I've seen ever before.
Yep. Here's my notes, guys. Here's my notes. A lot of them against Texas. You see what that one says?
Coffee house.
Number 0, coffee house versus San Jose State University. He's done it this year. He's done it. I've seen it. I've seen it on tape. He will do it.
So again, if go back to the, I mean, where kind of go back just a little bit for me, Gabe, and just show him like, so
right there.
And now all of a sudden he plants that right foot and boom,
boom, boom, adds to the rush.
Yeah. You got to be aware of that. Got to be aware of that.
Typically teams will do it with the guy with your protection tendencies. So let's say you're a team that typically works to the field with the center. They'll do it with the guy they know the back is in charge of, because a lot of times if you're the back and your guy doesn't come, like the guy that you're responsible for in protection, you get out on a route, right? You'll check and then you'll run a swing or you'll run a route over to the ball, something like that. You are the outlet for the quarterback. So they're banking on the running back looking at that guy real quick. He's not coming, and then getting out, and then he adds to the rush, and there's no one accounting for him. And they call it a coffee house because you act like you're at the coffee shop. You're at the coffee house. And, I'm just drinking my coffee. Oh, no, I'm coming. Here we go.
Sipping your latte, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But he's done it. Dusty, that's a great call because he has done it this year on tape. He did it against San Jose State, and he came scot-free.
Happens a lot. Lance Briggs used to make a living out of that.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point this out. This guy is good.
He's really good.
And
I think this right tackle does a pretty good job on him, honestly.
I thought the right tackle I thought Florida's offensive line played very well for the majority of the game.
Question for you real quick. What did you think of their center? So I've had people tell me
he's the best in the country. He's fantastic.
I've had some NFL people tell me they think he's the best in the country.
He's fantastic.
Yeah. Left tackle is good too.
Once again, their O-line, I liked what I saw from them. Now, with the way that Derek Simmons played against Kent State, like that can't happen. They're going to attack him. And I mean, Colin Simmons, I'd be really surprised if they didn't do some things to just isolate Simmons on Simmons. You know what I mean? Like it'd be very, very surprising if, whether that's overloading the front to one side away from him. They've done this thing where actually the next clip is a better example of it. Good pickup by Baugh. Nice first down. DJ Lagway, first down. Move the chains. Get the ball out quick.
I don't want to spend too much time on it, but since you brought it up, I thought Simmons has been good. Not really on this clip, but just talking. I thought he's been good this year. Was there anything you saw? I was just felt out of character. I tried to watch real closely. I was watching watching the coach's film last night. I just couldn't really. He got beat a couple of different ways in the game. It wasn't just one thing. It was.
No, he felt very off balance in the run game, very off balance in pass protection. He had been solid up to that point. Like, he played well against Michigan. He played well against Auburn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping that was just an aberration.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, we need some tight ends and some backs chipping in this game, because you Texas is putting 1 over 66 all game long. I mean,
at least to check it out early, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, he's a good player. DJ Lagway did a really good job in these situations, getting the ball out quick. Just get it into guys' hands. Let them go make a play. First down, move the chains. So here's the type of look that has been. So we know that Texas is going to get to that 6-up double mug A-gap backer look because OU struggled so much with it against Kent State. We know it's going to happen. They're going to see if we've ironed out some of those details, but this is kind of their go-to 6-up look. They'll do some 5-up stuff where they'll overload one side and they'll put Anthony Hill over the right guard and Colin Simmons out here, and they just let those two guys go and rush. But they're going to get into this type of 6-up structure, and the twists are coming like that. And they do it at a very, very high level. They've got all kinds of different combinations, but here he comes. Trey Moore again, coming free.
It's really good by this penetrator. I can't tell the number on it. Gabe, this backer right here.
I think it's 26.
He does a really nice job penetrating. Good wrap by Trey Moore. It's well executed. Really good.
And as an offensive line, this is Colin Simmons. You got to treat him as a down guy. You got to treat him as a down guy. So
and you've occupied the center with the head up, right?
You buy the center undoubtedly, but so you're going to have to go left guard and left tackle. You're out over here, man. You got two. You got two rushers. So you got to decide. And this is communication. We all know how loud it can get depending on what end you're at in the Cotton Bowl. But we've got D-line here, got a backer right here, and I'm guessing another edge player right there. So you're gonna have to pick your three if you're that side. And typically, you are always going to go to the down guys. You're going to go to the known rushers. And this is what's interesting about this clip. 93 and Colin Simmons I think 93 is their best interior pass rusher and Colin Simmons is their best edge rusher. And they're both not rushing here. And I have no idea why. DJ Lagway is not a scrambler. He's not a mobile guy. He's hurt. Something going on with that leg. So that it was confusing to me to watch this clip.
It looks to me like he should be blitzing the back. Looks like it's man to man. It's cover one, and he's like the pop out plug player. I think. I mean, that's how I would view it. But they both kind of, I don't know. It's like some type of cover one with a spy up front.
Dusty, remember the mesh that Arch didn't take. Now he made a nice throw on the one we looked at, but he didn't take the mesh. DJ Lagway says, "You know what? I'm going to take the mesh.
Might as well.
We're running our little mesh. Hey, look at the little subtle pick from the referee. Makes Gilbo bubble a little bit.
That's all it takes sometimes. That's good by Lagway getting the ball out quick, man.
I'm telling you, man, these third and medium to long situations, he did a good job getting the ball out of his hand.
Yeah. Hits him in stride too.
Yeah. Gilbo's chasing the whole way, man. He's so far behind.
I do not like the right guard set here. Why are we drag handing? I don't have an A-gap backer. I've got a head up nose. I don't have an A-gap backer though. I don't have a why am I drag handing? I need to strike this guy and knock him across my tackle's face. I've got the best center in the country next to me. I got to trust it. If he's coming to earhole me, the best center in the country is going to protect me and knock him across my face. I don't need to be drag-handed. I need both my hands ready to roll. What are we doing? Strike this guy and knock him across your tackle's face. Tackle, I need you drag-handed. A little more awareness. But that's on the right guard. That's an inside backer, man. Jack that dude up. Jack him up. Don't let an inside backer have a successful twist game on you like that. Come on, 71. What are we doing? First down, Florida. Am I getting too fired up about the offensive line play?
I love it. That's great.
I noticed. I know that Dusty,
it's just hard for me to get too upset because I thought it was a good game. So personally,
I will say
I like to see defensive fronts beat offensive lines. So sorry, Gabe.
I get it. I will say, I don't understand why they drop Colin Simmons in coverage so much.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't understand. And they do it quite a bit. Let the man rush.
I'd love to know what 93 is doing.
I'm going to get him. If he comes this way, he's mine. I don't know.
What we used to have, what was it called? Booger? We were on a Booger. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was at Chicago.
That's actually
the nose would drop.
That's actually a heck of a tackle. He's trailing all the way. Gets Sturdivant on his.
That's a really good tackle. Yeah,
that's nice.
Get him down.
Hold on. Look at the mustache on this guy. Oh, look at that. That is prominent, boys.
That's some Andy Reid action there.
Is that Andy Reid?
The disguise.
Look at this guy. What position does this dude play?
He's
That's
the
not
backup.
LaFau.
No, he's like the backup gunner on punt return.
Can you wear that much eye black if you don't play?
Got a lot of face paint on. He's ready.
I'm just gonna say you can't wear that much eye black if you don't play. That should be against some type of college football law. All right, look, this next clip is I've talked a lot about Colin Simmons. Very, very good player.
First Derek step Simmons, quickness, Gabe. So quick.
He has I have not seen a better get off in college football than the one he's got.
There's a kid at Texas Tech named Romello Height. CJIU's coaching him right now.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen they're very similar. I mean, I think Colin Simmons is a better rusher, but I'm just talking about first step quickness, the two quickest edges I've seen this year.
We saw
our Mason Thomas is up there too now.
Oh, yeah.
Our Mason's a little bit thicker, I think, but he's got a great first step get off too.
The only point of this clip right here, we ain't got to spend time on it, is this is a phrase I've been using all season long. We're using the clap snap count, which I'm not a fan of, but it is what it is, okay? But if we're going to use it, Saturday in the Cotton Bowl, you must weaponize the clap. You must weaponize the clap because Colin Simmons, elite get off.
Elite.
And he's a guy, he wants to get off. Like he said, hey, I'm going to jump this thing. And sometimes,
woo,
that's close. Is he offsides? You tell me.
He's
probably.
Offsides. He's offsides.
Flag's flying. He's offsides. But this guy, he does this. He times the snap over and over and over again. You have to help Derek Simmons out. You have to. You got to, whatever. Double clap, 3 claps, fake clap. I don't know. But you better change the count or else you are setting your right tackle up for failure because this dude jumps the snap. Like he's offsides here, but he's not offsides by a lot. Like that's a fraction of a second.
Yeah.
And that right tackle's like, wait a second. That's not right. How about this QB? Makes a miss though.
At this point, he may be already used to it. he knows where number one is.
That's what the point of that clip is. Hey, Simmons has an elite get off. You got to help your O-line out. You got to help Derek Simmons out by changing up the clap. He
creates so much force off that up leg. You can just see it, right? Look at it, man. Toes bent. Look at just. That's
render stance.
Again, yep. I know that it's the enemy. I know that. But that's a thing of beauty, ladies and gentlemen. Get offs like that, jumping the rock. But to your point, and that's the hard part. Like, if you don't mix it up, weaponize the clap, as you put it, and you allow a guy like that to tee off, I don't care who's playing right tackle. You don't have much of a shot. Yep. That's just the truth.
You got to change it up early and make him think about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
as a D lineman, I can tell you right now, if I'm, because I've been studying film all week, right? I'm trying to anticipate. I'm trying to know. And early on in that game, if I'm off, if I jump or someone jumps and it's not what you think it is, it changes everything. Now it's messing with you all game long. I think what you said is important, Gabe. It's early, right? It's establishing that to leave that shadow of a doubt in him and all those down linemen's minds all throughout the game.
Can we just point out this is a heck of a throw from San Jose State. I mean, that is an absolute dart right there.
Really nice.
Nice throw. Wow.
Free play too. Wow.
Free play. Well done. Okay. Last clip. There's a lot to break down on this one. First of all, we got Florida. They played a ton of 12 personnel in this game. You got a tight end here. You got your other tight end here. I think one of the more interesting things in this game is how Texas is going to line up to 12 personnel. 12 personnel has not exactly been a strength of ours. If I was Ben Arbuckle, I guess you dabble in a handful of plays with it. There's one reason I think maybe you get to some of it, and you see it on this clip. Watch this tight end 86 go in motion. He's getting out. He's getting out at the wide receiver. Who's going with him?
Anthony Hill Jr. You love getting Anthony Hill Jr. removed from the core, don't you?
I sure do, because that dude wrecked the game last year and made me look like an idiot.
He's a game wrecker.
He's
to your point, the more you can get him away from the football, the better. It's just the truth.
But they against Florida, when Florida went 12 personnel, they played 5 defensive linemen in the game, 3 defensive tackles, and then Trey Moore and Colin Simmons at the edge spots. However, they played bear or they played under G with 5 defensive linemen. That's how they played it against Florida. That's how they played it against Ohio State. However, against UTEP, they played a 6-man box.
Well,
they stayed in nickel.
I'll just tell you why, though, in my opinion. Because is that 89 over there?
Dude, watch him pass pro.
That's a grown man, coach. That's an offensive tackle. Okay.
Look at this.
I had Florida last season twice.
Look at this.
He might be an NFL O lineman at some point. And he's decent. I think it's Hansen. I think maybe is his name. He can play. And so, I think that you look at that as almost, I think Pete Kwiatkowski went into this game saying we have to look at this as almost 6 offensive linemen in the game. So I think that's why it's completely different than they would play probably even against Oklahoma. Oklahoma's tight ends aren't like Florida's tight ends.
Completely agree.
In the game.
Let me know if y'all disagree. I think they'll play nickel to our 12 personnel.
Yeah,
probably.
I would agree.
And which pains me. Maybe we got to get into 13, because if we can get Jaron Canick, and Anthony Hill Jr. is a heck of a player, man, but he doesn't want to go out in space and cover a tight end one-on-one, especially a guy like Canick, he's kind of a tweener. If you can create that matchup, if you can create Canick on Anthony Hill Jr., I like that matchup in the passing game, boys. However you can get to that, I don't know. I think because if they play nickel to it, then to 12 personnel, then I don't know if you're going to get this matchup. Maybe you got to put 3 tight ends on the field to create the matchup you want. I don't know. But this is how they played it against Florida, and Canick has been very good at going and getting open for us.
Yeah. I like it.
The point of this play was not to the 12 personnel stuff about this play dawned on me after the fact that I put it on this clip. The reason I put this on here is, okay, good protection. This is what, DJ Lagway, very comfortable. Look at the left tackle.
Dude, look at the left tackle. You kidding me? God.
Locked out. Complete control. Left guard's ready. He's ready to go get a slab. Oh, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. Here I come.
He saw those ribs, didn't he?
He saw it, but look at the pocket. Just like you mentioned, Dusty, 89, just putting the shackles on an edge rusher is impressive. But the point of this is, look at that throw and look at that catch. We need someone to make this type of play in this game.
Got to make plays. Ball's in the air. Go get it.
This is a true freshman from Florida.
Yep.
Vernell Brown, I believe is his name.
Dallas Wilson?
No. This is another true. Sorry, this is the second true freshman for Florida that balled out against Texas.
Okay. They got some.
And that's Grayson Littleton, who is very, very talented at the nickel spot for them, for Texas. He's a true freshman.
It's a contested catch, right? I mean, it's good coverage down the field. Good throw, better catch.
Hey, go back to this is one you sent me last night, Gabe, and this is what I thought was elite from DJ Lagway. Watch it. So they're just in cover 1. Watch what he does to that free safety. He is eyeing over here. He's at the top of his drop, that free safety moves, you'll see him come into the screen. He's spinning out. He's all the way down. He bit on that big time, and he knew where he was going with the football. He just looking that middle safety off.
You're
Heck
exactly
of a
right, 'cause
throw.
to your point, Ted, when he snaps back, that ball's coming out right now.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm just saying, this game, if you make a play in this game, ask Teddy Lehman. If you make a big play in this game, you are a legend forever. All I want with the wide receiver core is the strength of this offense. I need someone to go make a play like that.
Yep.
Someone go make a play where we all go, dang, that was a heck of a play. That's all I'm saying. And there's been a couple against Texas this year. There's this one. Remember, who was it? Carnell Tate in the Ohio State game? That was the difference in the game.
Carnell Tate in the end zone. Yep.
Him and going making that play, right?
Big touchdown. Yep.
Someone go be a hero. Make a play. That was fun, guys. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
really
long.
Good.
This is the longest in the weeds in history, Dusty. I anticipated that being the case, but
do we have any idea yet on quarterback status? Just throwing it out there.
This is where I'm at. No one's gonna know until Saturday.
That's what
I just
I think you have to go into it the anticipation. It's Michael Hawkins, and if you get John Mateer, so be it. But
yep.
I will say I saw some really good stuff from Michael. I thought he operated in the RPO stuff pretty good. I don't know where there's an epidemic in college football. The sidearm throwing it's crazy. He didn't throw like that last year, did he?
No,
not if he did, it was maybe here and there, but now he made a whole release.
He made a couple of good accurate throws. He made a couple that were inaccurate, and that's what I see. I don't know what you guys see. Like over time with this sidearm throwing, it's tough to be consistently accurate with it. Mm-hmm. You're going to make some throws, but then you're going to miss some throws.
He was too inaccurate. There's just absolutely no debating that.
Yeah.
But I was really disappointed in the pass protection. That's where
I was too. Yeah.
This group
and
up to that point, pass protection was great against Michigan. They've got a good defense. Pass protection was really good against Auburn. They've got a good defense.
Really good.
And it was not good against Kent State.
Yeah.
It's confusing and frustrating for me.
Yeah.
I better figure it out against Texas because I know they're 3-2. I don't care. That defense is good.
Jay Nod got some burn. Thought that was good to see. Look, did some okay stuff.
I've watched Baugh at Florida, Jeremiah Love at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Who else? Hardy at Missouri.
Jadari and Price at Notre Dame. Both those Notre Dame backs. Jeez.
Jaden Knott's still gonna have to show me a little more because he's supposed to be in the elite category, right?
I wouldn't. No, he's not with those guys right now.
That's what.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's supposed to be a big difference maker, and I need show it to me against Texas. I may. It is what it is. I don't care what you did against Kent State. It's Kent State, brother. That's where I'm at with it. If you're gonna be a difference maker, if you're a playmaker, go do it on the biggest stage in college football. Go do it.
Hey, I got one last comment before we shut this down. If there was anyone that was wondering going into the year, I think the Mike Hout tweet of this week, I think it shuts down any of the questioning and speculation if Brent Venables can still call defensive plays. The statistical column of Oklahoma, and you see it on film every week, but wow. They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
A lot of those in there.
It has been, Teddy, I can only imagine for you sitting up there in the box every week watching, but for me getting a chance, if I don't watch the game live, to pop in the film and watch it on Sunday or Monday, it has been freaking awesome to watch this Oklahoma defense work. I mean,
They're
the D
deep. They
line,
play. They
the
trust each other.
linebackers. Ted,
Yep.
it's freaking awesome, man. Well, and you got a long way to go. You're only
Yep.
5 games in, but man, what a hell of a start to the season. Awesome.
I love it. I love it. They got to keep it rolling. I think it's going to be a low scoring game, boys.
That's what I said. What's the total? I think the under. I think this feels like a game similar to Michigan to me. Like I'm expecting a lower scoring
42 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. Defense needs the ball out.
Yep.
Been arguably the best in the country.
Hey, Ted, it was also good to see him finally get a couple takeaways.
No kidding. Scored on defense. Hopefully that starts things rolling off. I mean, that's the one thing we have done recently in this game is force some good turnovers.
And as you know very well, they can be game-changing plays.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
This was fun, boys. Please make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Also, like this video. That helps us out in some way. I'm not really sure how. If you really liked it, click those 3 dots down there. You can give us a super thanks. Other than that, we'll see you next time here on In the Weeds.